What's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new video today here on CodeNamePizza. Today we're going to be counting down the top 5 boss fights in Call of Duty Zombies. Yes dudes, that is right, we are going to be going all the way back to the original first ever boss fight in Zombies, all the way up to where we are right now with DLC 1 Zombies for Black Ops 4 with Dead of the Night. And we are going to be looking at the best 5 boss fights throughout that entire time. And we want you guys to join along with this at home too. As we're running through this list, make sure you join in at home by putting inside the comment section if you guys have ever beaten that boss. Just put the number 5 and yes, or 5 and no, and the same for the other numbers on this list as well, and I'll do mine inside the comment section right now as well. And if you guys haven't done already, make sure you smash that like button on this video. Show some support and do it right now. Let's aim for 2,115 likes, and if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button and become the latest member of the Pizza Club. But with that all out of the way, sit back, relax, and enjoy the top 5 boss fights in Call of Duty Zombies. Now, before we jump into the official list, let's do an honorable mention. That's right, let's pay homage to the first ever boss fight that we had inside of Zombies. And I hear what you guys are saying. Yeah, Shadows of Evil was cool. No, we are not talking about Shadows of Evil. We are talking about Advanced Warfare's Exo Zombies DLC 4 map Descent with the Oz boss fight. This was the first ever boss fight, if we're not including Extinction, on any Zombies game mode. And it was actually really good. There was 2 phases to this boss fight, one where you've just got to kill zombies and then shoot Oz through some glass, and then there was also the massive Oz boss that comes out, firing projectiles, knocking down your exosuit, and infecting you as well. It was a very unique boss fight, and definitely a great way to start out the boss fight mechanic that we know and love inside of Zombies today. So big ups to Advanced Warfare. But let's start the official list right now with number 5. Number 5. So coming in at number 5 is a boss fight that's actually on Black Ops 4 Zombies, and this is going to be on the map 9. Now, I love this boss fight, and it's mainly because of the shock factor of this. The fact that you are killing all these gladiators, which are already mini-bosses inside the map, you have hundreds of these guys coming after you, and then you are surrounded by tigers. You're in this insane Colosseum setting, and then all of a sudden, a massive elephant zombie comes out of one of the doors. The first time I saw this, it was completely unexpected, and it blew me away. And the mechanic of this elephant pretty cool as well. You've got to shoot the armor, breaking the armor off, and then finally finish the elephant off by shooting him in his head. When that elephant finally hit the ground, I was so thrilled. It was one of the coolest boss fights I've ever seen, and then all of a sudden, another elephant comes out. This boss fight is great, and it definitely deserves to be on this list. So the 9 boss fight with the elephants and the gladiators and tigers are on the list today at number 5. But let's go and check out what is on our list at number 4. Number 4. So coming in at number 4 is an awesome boss fight that takes place on Black Ops 3 Zombies. And I must have finished this boss fight easily into triple digits. That's right, I've probably beaten it over 100 times. And this is of course the Nikolai Boss fight on Gorod Krovi. The reason why this makes the list isn't because of how badass it is, the fact that we've got Nikolai in a mech suit shooting at us. It's the fact that there is 2 bosses that we have to beat. You spawn into the area and then you've got to defeat the dragon. If you've never seen gameplay or tutorials of this, you have to figure out the cycle of the dragon and figure out how to kill him. And the fun thing is, Nikolai inside of his mech suit actually helps you out during this dragon boss fight. And then as soon as the dragon dies, Nikolai turns on you, and then it's a battle to the death between you and Nikolai in the mech suit. All whilst being surrounded by zombies, manglers, Valkyrie drones, and also wraths from Nikolai. Not to mention that Nikolai can fire rockets and bullets at you as well. It's a very intense boss fight, and I massively respect anyone who has beaten this on solo. And even though using specific strategies and also using the Raygun Mark III can make this a very, very quick boss fight, in fact, one of the quickest on Black Ops 3, or maybe one of the quickest boss fights in Zombies history, I still think this is regarded as one of the most difficult boss fights within the Zombies community. If you take away the Raygun Mark III or you take away the Death Machine, it's actually quite difficult to lock your weapons directly onto the power course on Nikolai's mech suit. Trying to do this while Nikolai's shooting at you, plus all the enemies in the map, I think definitely gives this boss fight that reputation. So the Nikolai boss fight on Gorod Krovi on Black Ops 3 is on our list today at number 4. Let me know inside the comment section right now if you guys have ever done the Nikolai boss fight. Just put number 4 and yes, or 4 and no, and make sure you do the previous one as well. If you guys ever done the 9 boss fight, put 5 and yes, or 5 and no inside the comment section right now. But let's go and check out what is on our list today at number 3. Number 3. So coming in at number 3 is another boss fight from Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And this is probably going to be the one that not a lot of people agree with me on this list, but I love it, and it's got such a great mechanic that this had to make the list. And this is the Voyage of Despair Despair boss fight, the giant eye that comes out of the iceberg and you have to destroy. Now, if this was just a regular boss fight where the eye came out and you kill it and that's it, it wouldn't make the list. This has made the list because it's so unique, because it's got 5 waves to that boss fight, all taking you through different rooms of the ship and fighting different enemies. The first 2 waves are very much just killing zombies and killing mini-bosses, but even this is pretty darn intense. You then get put onto wave 3, where you are now surrounded by zombies whilst having to shoot the eyeball as well. This 3rd wave makes this boss fight feel like a complete lockdown in this area. It's really close quarters and it's difficult to do. After you've beaten the 3rd wave, you feel really good about yourself knowing that you just managed to do that. You get teleported to the side of the ship where you are now in wave 4, where you are now surrounded by zombies and you have to shoot the eye again. Very similar to the 3rd wave, but giving you a little bit of a breather from that close quarters combat. And then finally, you are thrown into the absolute deep end with wave 5. Surrounded by zombies, mini-bosses, blight fathers, and after all of those things, you have to deal with a wiping out mechanic from the eye as well. If you don't figure out what to do in time, you instantly die. It's a really intense boss fight, and once again, just like the Nikolai boss fight, I massively respect anyone who has managed to do this boss fight on solo. So the Voyage of Despair boss fight is on our list today at number 3. Let me know inside the comment section right now if you guys ever done this. Put 3 and yes or 3 and no inside the comment section right now. But let's go and see what is on our list today at number 2. Number 2. So coming in at number 2 is probably the most loved map of all time, and this is on Black Ops 3 Zombies, and of course I am referring to the Eisendrache. This map is an absolute masterpiece. Having 4 different elemental wonder weapons to collect around the map, having a great Easter egg along with a load of side Easter eggs that are great as well, and then finishing things off by being thrown into the first official boss fight in Treyarch Zombies. Yes, we had the Shadows of Evil boss fight, but it wasn't a very big thing. In Shadows of Evil, you weren't teleported to a different room. You're in a room that you have already played in. Plus, the boss was just shooting the Shadow Man and getting him inside of the summoning key. It can literally be a 5-second boss fight. But the Eisendrache was insane. Spawned into a brand new room that you've never seen before, being confronted by a 50-foot keeper whilst being chased by skeletons. This was insane. Making it just the right amount of difficulty level was a great thing that Treyarch implemented. And having a wipeout feature so you actually have to learn the mechanics of the boss fight before you could do it was really great as well. And to finish things off, the boss fight wasn't even the final step to the Easter egg. Still, after this, you've got to collect the summoning key, place the summoning key on the computer terminal, and then the rockets go up, blowing up the moon. Possibly one of the best endings in any Zombies map ever, and this boss fight adds to that ending so much. So the Eisendrache boss fight is on our list today at number 2. Let me know inside the comment section if you guys ever done Eisendrache. Put 2 and yes or 2 and no inside the comment section right now, and let's move on to the best boss fights in Call of Duty Zombies history. Number 1. Coming in as number 1 is something that probably some of you guys expected, but some of you guys wouldn't have. And this is because it's not even a Treyarch game. This comes in from Infinite Warfare Zombies. With the final DLC, after completing all the Easter eggs at least once, and then completing them all once again in Director's Cut, we were presented with the Mephistopheles boss fight. This thing is brutal. This is by far the most difficult boss fight ever, and heck, even myself, I haven't beaten this solo. I've only ever beaten this as a team. This is such a difficult boss fight, and the mechanics of it is awesome. Once someone beats this, they have the best feeling in the world. And you know what? Some of the rest of the IW boss fights were pretty good as well. I thought straight out the starting blocks, their first ever map, which was Zombies in Spaceland, that boss fight was really good. It was actually so difficult on release that only around 3 players beat it before they actually nerfed it. How crazy is that? Right now inside of Black Ops 4 Zombies, we're asking for more difficult boss fights, but back then they actually had to nerf something because it was so difficult. On top of this, Raven the Redwoods was a great boss fight. So many different mechanics in that boss fight as well, made it a really good map. Challenge Shovel's boss fight was probably my least favorite boss fight out of the whole series. Attack of the Radioactive thing was insane. We had to shoot lasers at the monster. We had to do a parkour laser course, and to top it all off, we didn't even have to shoot the boss. We put a bomb inside of his mouth, activated a code from earlier in the Easter egg, and blew that guy up. And of course, Beast from Beyond was just 2 rhinos, but even that was fun. And then of course, leading us into that insane meth boss fight. And even the visuals look absolutely amazing. Being on a rock floating through space is crazy. And the fact that we get an end cutscene at the end of this boss fight as well, revealing fulfilling the entire storyline of IW Zombies by beating this guy is absolutely awesome. So there you go. Let me know inside the comment section right now, have you guys ever beaten the Mephistopheles boss fight? Put number 1 and yes or 1 and no inside the comment section right now. And that has been the top 5 boss fights in Call of Duty history. Let me know inside the comment section what you guys think of this list, and if you haven't done already, make sure you absolutely smash a like on this video right now. We're going to be aiming for 2,115 likes, and if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button to become the latest member of the Pizza Club. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video or the next live stream. Peace out.